it was a huge, I'm a big believer in dreams and thinking positive no matter what happens in your life. So for me, having my dreams come true, because it's because of you guys that I live the life that is unbelievable, and I truly want you to know that I am absolutely grateful, and that's why I'm not an asshole, okay? If you come up to me in the supermarket and say hello or want something signed or a photograph, if it's not under these kind of controlled circumstances, I am so happy to do it because you've given me that life. So I now look at other people, and that's why I mentor a lot of younger actors and things in the UK, and also my sister, her big dream was to become an author. So I knew that book companies were coming to me to write books, and I don't have that talent or gift to actually physically write the books. I tell the stories, I put them on this, and then I send her all the information, or she comes live with me for 3 weeks, we do all that kind of work, and then she goes away and she sits down and does the hard work and puts the words on the page, creates the voice for me, and captures it exceptionally well. So I was the one who approached her, and when they did the autobiographies, I said, I will only write them with my sister. She will be my writer with everything that I do from now on, and consequently, both of us, on the back of her talent, we've become best-selling authors, and it's a big dream for her, and she's now living her dream. So we continue to do it. Hollow Earth is doing really well. My production company, we've sold the TV rights for Hollow Earth because I want to bring it onto television. It'll be a great, sci-fi adventure for young kids, and adults will love it too. The Torchwood novel, which we have just finished, BBC books and everything, and everybody's approved the story and done all their little checks and marks and everything. There was like only 3 changes made. We had to take out the F word because Jack doesn't swear. So it's Exodus Code, that comes out later on this year, and I'm just so chuffed that you guys want to read them and are excited about it, and I'm chuffed that we're able to make, with your help, my sister's dream come true. So again, I'm saying thank you for her. So yeah. I won't talk as long, sorry.
You've had your hand up forever, so
shout it out, girl.
Shout it out.
I'm bi-dialectical. Correct. Okay.
Can you say something?
I would like to say a lot in Spanish. The only reason that I know a lot of people are coming up to me at the table, they're asking me to do a Scottish accent, and I say this now, the reason I started to speak American when I came to the US when I was about 9 years old is because people made fun of this accent, and I was bullied, and rather than being bullied, I decided to play them at their own game, so I learned how to speak American. Now, it's not a conscious thing for me, it just happens. I don't have to think about it. I can turn it off and on anytime I want. Because when I look at my dad and my sister and my brother, we speak Scottish. But when we turn and speak to my niece and nephew, Claire and Turner, I speak American. So it just completely flips.
Amen to that.
I am, it's nothing, it's not thought out, it's not planned, because some people think I'm faking it, and it's not. It's part of who I am. So that's why my sister and I created in the first book, Anything Goes, that word, bi-dialectical. It's probably the one and only time I ever will be bi. Yeah, The Making of Me. Correct. The question is that I did a documentary called The Making of Me, which was whether it was nature or nurture to decide your sexuality. And the reason I did it was because, nobody really knew it then. People, well, we do, I know, it's because you're born that way, so it's nature. But they wanted me to do it because they said, what if you find out it is nurture? Will it change who you are? And that was the big question for me. And I said, well, I have to deal with that when it comes. But in my head, I exceptionally well all over the world. I have people from places like Russia and South Korea who come up to me and say, you know, we saw that, that's the one program they've seen, and they are, you know, so happy because it's changed a lot of people's attitudes about it. In fact, I was talking to a young girl at the table earlier who, you know, was thinking about coming out to her parents, and she was saying to me at the table, you know, and I said, well, show the making of me. That might be the progression that will help. But, you know, it's, so I'm really proud of that program. You're welcome. Oh, is the last question? Oh. When do we have to finish? We have to finish at 3. No, we don't have to finish at 3. It's 1:45. We have 3 minutes. Go, question.
You talked about your excitement about your new bow and arrow. So when you get a script, what is it that makes you say yes, yes, oh my gosh, yes?
I didn't understand that. You need to speak a little clearer and hold them and shout and speak up.
You talked about your excitement about your new bow and arrow. So when you get a script, what is it that makes you say yes, yes, oh my God, yes?
You talked about your excitement. You talked about your excitement of hitting the role in Arrow. So when you get a script, what is it about that script that makes you say yes, yes?
You know what? It's about story, and it's also about, you know, a little bit about, you know, I can't say too much about Arrow, but we all know where it kind of comes from. Yeah. I'm not saying, but we all know where it kind of comes from, right? You know, and that's what excites me. It's because, and I only do jobs because I want to do them. You know, I've done jobs before where I've done it for the money, and I've had an awful time. So I learned a lesson very, very early on in my career. And now, you know, whether the job pays a lot or a little, I'll do it because I want to do it. And I think that gives you the best kind of bank balance, which is here and here. Senator, the lady in red. Sherlock. Yeah, Senator. I don't know. I mean, my coat is better. And if you look at it, the promo shots for that, I was flipping through iTunes and I came across this promo shot for Sherlock, and it looked an awful lot like the Torchwood promo shot with the coat blowing. So I take it as a very big compliment. I would, you know, Captain Jack, you know, I don't know if he would ever, no, he could never go on. But, you know, in fan fiction, you guys can write whatever the hell you want. You know, it's always hard to, that's not really, no, I just know that I absolutely appreciate everything that you've done for me, that you do for me, and that's why I love to come to these things. I am as big a geek as you are. I'm proud to be part of the sci-fi world, and I love the fact that you love what I do, and I